Hey everybody, and welcome to The Mainstream. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here with Jackey Hall. So we've had her, we had you on a couple of different shows. We've had you on
all of your shows.
Film Freaks. We had you, not all of them. There's actually, you'll be on two of them today, so two different ones. It's going to look the same though, but it's whatever. It is what it is.
I haven't been on all your shows.
Well, they're all different segments and stuff. This is The Mainstream, where we talk about more mainstream films and things, and I review films and stuff. So, anyway, here we go. So first of all, we're going to be talking about Jim Carrey today, which is one of her favorite actors.
Yeah, but also the fact, I don't know if this matters, but why do I look so much taller than you right now? Is it the bun?
Maybe.
Is it just the bun?
I think it's because I'm slouching more. Like, I slouch more than you do. Yeah, see, if you slouch, it looks different.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, because you really are just like my height, about.
I know.
So
I was very confused.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
Sorry, guys, totally non-interesting.
No, it's sort of interesting. Anyway, we're gonna talk about Jim Carrey,
Jim Carrey.
Yes. So Jackey, I've known for a while, and she's been. Ever since I've known her, she's been a Jim Carrey fan, always quoting movies. Like, you definitely quote Liar Liar the most,
yeah.
I think. I think you've quoted Ace Ventura and probably Dumb and Dumber sometimes. So is other than Liar Liar, which is obviously your favorite, what's your next favorite? What's the other Jim Carrey movie you can watch? Or give me like a list, but like...
Sorry, because my brain has really been blinking. What is the one where he's after the dolphin that has the diamond? Is that
that's Ace Ventura?
That's one of the Ace Ventura.
That's
so
number one.
Okay.
That's number one.
That I really like that one. I wasn't really a fan of the other ones. I think they just got like.
Well, they only did two with Jim Carrey.
They got really silly and stupid.
So they did the first one and the second one. Then I think they did like.
I don't think I like the second one.
I think they did a Ace Ventura cartoon, but didn't have Jim Carrey do the voice. And then they had they did a like Son of Ace or something thing with some kid that had like the hair like Ace, but Jim Carrey wasn't even in that one either. Like not even like showing.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
I remember seeing that. It was like a younger guy.
It was like a little kid, who was supposed to, I guess, take his father's place. All right, once again, we're gonna have dogs in this. We just can't. Like they're not.
There's no Jackey without dogs.
Yeah, they're just not
It's
gonna.
Just how it is.
Let them do that.
That's how life is.
So so they did that, and so Jim Carrey was not. He was only in the first two Ace Venturas. I don't know if they'll ever like make another one or not, because like I would imagine that they would have done that by now.
Yeah.
But they did do the Dumb and Dumber 2, which
with the different characters.
No. That was like
no. Okay.
That was Dumb and Dumber.
Right. Okay. So they did two with the original characters, and then they did Dumber.
That was even like they had done the Dumb and Dumber or Dumb and Dumber on the like in the middle, like between like they did the first one, then they did that like maybe 10 years later or something. Then 10 years after that, they did Dumb and Dumber 2, and honestly, I don't even remember it. I saw it in the theater.
I just remember the first one. Like, this is kind of weird. The two main scenes that I remember. Okay, I'll say 3 just so I don't sound like a super weirdo. But I obviously remember like when they're frozen together on the bike and he pees.
Oh yeah, that was in the first movie.
Of course, the second one is when he goes and takes a shit and can't flush the toilet.
Oh yeah, that's Jeff Daniels does that.
Because my brain is obsessed
because
with
Jim Carrey gave him the things that make him shit.
The eye drops.
No, it was not eye drops.
I thought he put eye drops that made him shit.
Well, I think he had
it's a form of laxative.
Was it?
Oh, he just poured laxative.
Yeah, he poured in laxative. Yeah.
Okay, he did. Sorry, getting a lot of movies mixed up here. Wow.
It's all good.
Okay, it's not good. Okay, we're good. It's not good. We're good.
Yeah, we're all good. So he does that, and then the second the second movie the second movie was like When Harry Met Lloyd.
Yeah.
And that was not, I don't think I even watched it. And it's not because I didn't think like, oh wow, they should be doing this. it just looked uninteresting to me. Like, I just didn't care about a prequel to their life, because, it just didn't seem whatever. But then they did Dumb and Dumber 2, and I was like, I guess I'll check it out. I think the Farrelly brothers came back. And then Dumb and Dumber 2 had, like, the best scene in the whole movie was in the freaking trailer, which pissed me off because that was, like, the best scene in the whole movie. And that was, like, in the first scene in the movie where he's, like, comes to, like, see him at the psychiatrist's place, and he looks like he's catatonic or whatever and can't, like, talk, and he's like this the whole time. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he goes, "Got you!" Right? And he goes, "You've been faking this the whole time?" It's like, yeah. All right. And I'm like, you don't remember that? That was in Dumb and Dumber 2. That was, like, the first scene in the whole movie.
I don't remember.
And then, on top of that, it started making me think after I watched it, going, how the fuck can he do that? Like, he has to poop. He has to, you know what I mean? He has to eat. You can't do that for 20 years. Like, you can't pretend to be catatonic. You would actually have to be catatonic or something. And they'd have, I don't know.
What's the line? Help me here. Because it used to be one of my favorite lines. But as you know, I don't stay on top of this shit.
And I do, so.
They had a worm collection.
Yeah.
A pet worm collection, right? And then Jim Carrey walks in and says something like, "How are we supposed to pay the bills, Harry?" Or something like that. That is not the line, but what he says is hilarious, and I cannot remember what it is. What does he say?
Oh, you're gonna stump me right now because I do remember that movie.
Do I need to Google?
No. I think I can get it.
I used to quote it all the time.
Because I did too. So he says, he was like, not worms. There was
I thought they were worms.
Were they worms?
Jesus, I'm way.
Oh no, you might have been worms.
I thought it was pet worms. I gotta Google now. Sorry.
I've got worms. You're right. Because he made that joke in the
he
thing.
says he has worms, but he says something about like.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah. Okay. What was that whole line?
He goes, he said something about the fact that he lost his job, right?
Yeah.
I can't pay the bills. Our pets' freaking heads are falling off.
That's the line.
And then he looks over and he goes, what do you...
Hold on, I found it. It's a small little clip.
Oh my god. Oh no, this is gonna go too long, man. This is like...
It's not, it's just a couple of seconds.
Where's the booze? I got robbed.
He got robbed.
His car. Didn't
By
even see
a
it
single
coming.
lady on a motorized cart.
He goes, I didn't even see it coming. This is not fun for you guys, I'm sure, but sorry.
We gotta make it clean.
He lost his head.
He's dead.
Oh man, sorry. What happened?
I don't know.
His head fell off.
Yeah, he was pretty old.
He's pretty old. That was his explanation for it. Was
That's it.
I've had it with this job. We got no food, no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off. That's what it was.
That was it.
We have no food, no jobs, and our pets' heads are falling off.
See, that was back in the day when Jim Carrey was just fucking great.
Yeah.
Not that he's not great now. Like, I just think he's just changed into a different person, than he used to be.
Changed.
Yeah, and I mean, he's on his, like, little thing, but,
I used to be funny. I'm not anymore.
I think you're still
I used
funny.
to have a memory when it happened.
I don't know.
I used to go to bed
I
at
haven't
3
watched
o'clock
Dumb
in the
and Dumber.
morning.
I haven't watched Dumb and Dumber in forever, but,
He is kind of like telling of your life. Like a metaphor for your life.
What?
You're born dumb and then you just get dumber.
Yeah, you get dumber. Dumb and dumber. But anyway, so. Yes, Zeke? What do you want to say?
He wants in your lap.
Oh, okay.
You
want
let
to
him
be in
sit
my...
there.
All right, come
You
on.
gotta put your soda down.
Come here. Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay.
Oh no, he wants to be in your lap.
You want to sit in Mama's
Okay.
lap?
All
Or
right.
you want to sit in both of our laps?
All
All right,
right,
how about
Cookie
you gotta
wants.
face the camera though, okay? Okay.
Yes, there you go.
There you
Once
go.
again, that's probably gonna be the shot we
he-
use. Okay, you're good. You're good.
Oh, he wants half on me, half on you.
Okay. So yeah, so basically, in the old days, Jim Carrey, he did, so he had done movies before he got famous. So before he did In Living Color, which was the show that like launched his career, he did movies like, there was a movie called Once Bitten. It's a vampire movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not terrible. But it's not, the greatest thing in the world. We have lots of dogs around. It's like a zoo around here. So
Welcome to the petting zoo.
yeah, we're petting. Oh boy. So then he did Once Bitten. He did all these other things. He was in a Dirty Harry movie.
What'd you call me?
A Dirty Harry movie.
What's a Dirty Harry?
You never seen Dirty Harry? Like them. Go ahead, punk. Make my day. You never seen that? Like Clint Eastwood movies?
It's a Western?
No, it's not. He did a lot of Westerns, but no, it was a cop movie. And he played Dirty Harry. That was his name.
Part of my life.
Dirty Harry Callahan.
Part of my life I blacked out.
But anyway, so so Jim Carrey was in all these movies.
Stop looking.
He was in a movie called Earth Girls Are Easy.
But
Alright.
Space Girls aren't.
I don't know. It was just
Space
called
Girls
Earth Girls
must be
Are
hard to
Easy.
get.
And then he got on In Living Color, and he became this huge star. Like, he kind of blew up. He did a lot of stand-up, and he got his name out there a lot. And then Ace Ventura was the movie that was, like, written for him. The starring vehicle. And he had done that, and then he was lucky because I don't even know if that did very well, but, like, it did better, I think, on home video. But then the movie that, like, really helped him was The Mask.
Yeah.
And then he did that, and then
I actually liked that movie pretty well for a while, but I don't remember really any lines from it.
I remember him going smoking.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not really
and
a line.
that is a line,
Well,
and
sure,
it was like
whatever.
it was like the most
I
famous scene
remember
from
the
it.
dog putting the mask on. Of course, I remember that part. I remember.
And I remember the dog, like he kept telling him the keys, get the keys, and then he gives him, he like brings up some cheese, he goes, not the cheese, the keys.
Yeah.
That was one of the best lines in the movie, just because it was just so strange.
I think it's sad that my brain only remembers animals and bathroom functions.
Hey, if you're gonna live through life, those are two things you need in this world, I guess.
I need to talk to my psychiatrist about that.
So anyway, so then he did The Mask. Then he did, I think,
Don't do
Dumb and Dumber was like right after.
Don't do that.
And then he became like, obviously he became like a superstar after that. So Dumb and Dumber spiked his career. Then he did, I think, Ace Ventura 2. He had done Cable Guy, which didn't do well in his career. But I actually liked that movie. It was pretty funny. Do you remember that one where he was like a cable guy?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then when did he do the Truman Show?
He did that like after the Cable Guy.
How do you remember all this shit?
But it was actually Truman Show was also after Liar Liar.
Well, duh.
Yeah, so Liar Liar was right before that. Then he did the Truman Show, and
What's
to
up,
show
Fletcher? Your cholesterol, fatty. Dead man walking.
exactly. Was the other
That could not be made this
no
this generation.
no just because there's just too many there's
Because
too many
everyone's
nasty jokes.
way too
PC,
What does that mean?
politically correct.
No.
Yeah, that's what it means. It means
I think that
People
it
are
means
making-
that everyone's way too offended. We
yeah,
take
that's what
everything
politically correct is.
way too serious. So now, guess what? We're just not allowed to make jokes.
So anyway, moving on. He did the Truman Show. Then he did one of my favorite movies of his, which is The Man on the Moon, where he played where he played Andy Kaufman,
Yeah.
and did a fantastic job. They even made a documentary about him called Jim and Andy, where he
do
where it
that.
showed him as himself acting, but like getting into character for Andy, and he was saying like Andy was basically possessing him as if the dead guy was possessing him.
The
and everything.
character.
The character, and he became him.
Yeah, he was a method actor, right?
Right, and so he had done that. He did a movie called what was it called?
Dead Man Walking.
No, not that one. He had done a movie. It wasn't called The Matinee because that was another movie.
It was called Your Mama's House.
Started with an M. But anyway, he had done this movie where he was a screenwriter, and it was another drama, and he did fantastic in it. And I can't remember the name.
Was it the 43 or 42?
Oh, no.
Writing the
Number 42 or number 43.
I forgot why it was the number.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Someone died 43 times.
I honestly didn't watch it.
Someone was stabbed in the ass.
Oh, and we
times.
forgot he was the Riddler in Batman Forever.
Ooh.
I think a lot of people forget that. Like a lot of people don't like the Joel Schumacher Batmans. But I actually like Batman Forever. Batman and Robin, yeah. But Batman Forever, it's just, that was a part of my childhood. I'll always like it. It's bad, but it's just fun. And the Riddler makes it fun. Okay, Zeke. Tell us how you really feel.
Down here. I'm sorry, but he's not to noises.
So let's see. Then we have what else did he do? He was in Kick-Ass. 2.
He had a small part, right?
No, it was a pretty good part. He's like the villain, I think.
Was he?
Yeah. But there was a lot of issues.
The first Kick-Ass.
Yeah,
and I liked it.
Yeah,
but
and he was in
the second one.
Yeah, he was in the second one. And the problem with that movie was there was a school shooting or something that happened like right before it, and Jim didn't feel comfortable promoting a movie about gun violence with kids in it, or whatever. And the problem is, once you've kind of paid like part of your contract is you're supposed to go around and publicize the movie and talk about how much you had a good time on it. And he did have a good time on it, from what I've understood. It's just, he didn't want to give it a lot of attention, and that caused a lot of problems between, things.
I think if anything, the movie, like, I get his point from, like, not wanting to, like, condone that behavior and go out and promote it, but at the same time that movie was still coming out on a very large scale, so if anything I think he should have went out and promoted it and spoke against like this is just a movie, like, don't do this. Right,
yeah, like this, I'm not pro guns or something, but
or he's gonna stay completely neutral about it,
right?
But just state the fact that it's a movie and he's not.
Like, we're not promoting going around killing people, but we're just saying that this is pure entertainment. Don't take this seriously. It's fun, and like you can do that, but I guess he decided he didn't want to do that, and it caused a lot of problems. And then I think the movie didn't do well, and a lot of that might have been with a lot of people saying, "Oh, Jim Carrey doesn't even want to promote this movie. This movie must suck." When the truth of the matter was he didn't want to promote it really because, and that might not even be the case. There might even be more to it that we don't even know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. But from what I've gathered, the information I've gathered, is that. So, what else?
Nope.
He had also done, like, after, I don't know if it was after Kick-Ass or before Kick-Ass. I think it was before Kick-Ass. It was way before Kick-Ass. He had done Bruce Almighty.
Oh, I like that movie.
Yeah.
With Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston. She was wonderful in it.
Yeah.
And then also he was in oh, by the way, my best friend Chris from Virginia, he freaking quotes Bruce Almighty all the time. He's like, beautiful, and things like that. And there's just a couple of like lines that he says that's just from Bruce Almighty. And then the other one is Yes Man, which I also really liked.
It's where they can't say no.
Yeah, he can't say no, but it's not even like it's not like Liar Liar where it's like magic where he just can't say no.
Yeah.
It's like he has the power to actually say no if he wants. He just chooses not to try to work on this thing. And then in doing so, it starts kind of opening up things for him. But then it also causes issues with everybody, people, because like, that's kind of weird, to just say yes to everything, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way in hell I'd say yes to everything.
Well, I like it at the end. The guy says, and spoilers alert, if you haven't seen it.
Seriously, the movie's like 20 years old.
Yeah. So he says to the guy, he says, he says, oh my God, I've screwed up my life because I've been saying yes to everything. Like at first it was working, but now like everything's kind of falling apart. He goes, you're not supposed to say yes to everything in the rest of your life. Just start saying yes to things you wouldn't normally say yes to. And just start kind of trying it and doing it and then getting used to it. Then you can actually say no. Right? Like after a while you can say no because that's, you can't go through life always saying yes.
Yeah.
However, you can't always, he was literally always saying no to everything, So that was like, even to the point where he was working and he was saying no to work stuff, because he just like, no, and then all of a sudden he's saying yes to things that you normally wouldn't say yes to, and it's just like it's helping his business, it's helping his life out, like he meets the woman of his dreams, right, from all of it, and then all of a sudden, he says no, you can say no now, so I was surprised there was no No Man movie after that, yeah.
Did you know that you know?
Yeah.
I know.
So, what else? What else do you... Like, he was just in that new Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Which I haven't seen yet.
I haven't seen that yet either. We gotta...
God bless your soul.
I know. We gotta see that. Two of the guys I know, that one of them I've met when I was down here visiting in LA. The other guy I haven't met yet. Can't wait to. I'm sure I will someday. Josh Miller, but I met Patrick Casey. Both of them wrote the movie Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wow, so excited.
What are you trying to be, the next Jim Carrey?
I'm just making my excited face since I can't do it for myself.
It looks like you had like really bad Botox or something.
Okay, so Botox freezes your face. It doesn't. That would be like a bad facelift.
A facelift. I'm sorry. Whatever. I've never had that, so I can't say.
Well, neither have I.
No. Anyway, how do I know? See, I wouldn't even know. Like if you did.
You wouldn't know about a facelift? That's like real surgery. That's cool. I see where our friendship level is. Wouldn't even know.
This is what I have to deal with every day when I hang out with her. Dogs and her like sarcastic sense of humor.
I mean, my therapist says that there could be worse.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. There could be worse. I'm sure he's had worse. All right. So let's get back to Jim Carrey. So when do you like? What was the first movie you saw? Was it Ace Ventura or was it?
I don't remember the first one. I just remember the one that I kept in my. Should I say VCR? Does that tell my age?
That was Liar Liar, right?
Yeah, for like ever. It stayed in there forever and ever, and I watched it continuously.
And now she watches all the DVDs continuously still too, to this day. Yeah. So, I mean, it's your favorite. Would you say it's your favorite movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
And then I moved on to Step Brothers.
Step Brothers is also one of your favorite
Liar
movies.
Liars, I don't know.
We might do Step Brothers or
It's
something. We might do Will Ferrell as one of our next ones to do, because I know you're a big fan of Will Ferrell.
I mean, I was until all of my brain chemistry died. And now I just really don't give a shit, but I'll let you guys know when it comes back.
It'll come back. It'll be back, and then she'll be all excited again. Like, yay! I love these things. All right, so
come visit me in my white padded cell.
Yeah, it won't happen. So Liar Liar was the one that you would always watch. I'm not sure which one. Like Liar Liar is probably the one I watched the most out of all of his movies.
Yeah.
Just because it's just easy to watch all the time.
What's your favorite scene?
In Liar Liar?
Yeah.
Probably the boardroom scene.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
One of my favorite things is him taking the guy's toupee off
and sticking it on the wall.
And then start going, oh!
Simmons is old. He should have left years ago, but he can't stay home because he hates his wife.
Exactly. I like. It's just one of the most quotable things. It's like, I love a good roast.
I'll see you later, dickhead.
Oh god! And then he comes out of the room going, you know, like he got it all out. He got all of that out that he wanted. You know, that he probably has been holding inside him for so long that, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because he was a really big liar. There's so many like good moments though, but I think like I really love the moments between him and Greta.
Which one's Greta? The
his
receptionist?
Yeah,
Anne
like,
Haney.
Tiffany's. You told me you got this from Tiffany's, and he's like, garage sale, 60 mark down from 10. And then he's like trying to stop her from going, and then she was like, I don't want to work. I don't know how she quoted it, but she was like, I don't want to work for people like you. She was like, a friend of mine had a burglar fall through the roof, cutting his leg, and then, you know, obviously like the burglar won. And he was like,
I would have got him 10.
I would have got him 10.
That was a great scene. I also liked any of the courtroom scenes, because there's a few. But any of those
The
scenes.
turkey?
What?
Yeah, in your bra.
Yeah.
No, you don't remember the turkey. You stuffed turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, stuff like more than
Jordan pays back, swish, and that's the game.
Yeah, that's when he wins at the end or whatever. And then he realized how, like, kind of winning, even though he won by telling the truth, which was good, right? Like, he didn't lie. But he, you know, at the end, it still wasn't, like,
he won
once again,
legally.
It goes back to the yes man thing of like, it's not a good thing to lie, but sometimes there really is good things coming from lies, right? You know, a little bit.
I don't think good things come from them. I think people have good intentions sometimes lying because they don't want to hurt someone else.
Right.
But I don't think anything good actually ever comes of it.
But see, yeah, I mean, I guess it goes to the extreme, obviously. It goes to the extreme because, like, in real life, if somebody had those feelings like the fatty bit, you know, he's not going to really just blurt that out. You know what I mean?
My teacher
like,
says real beauty's on the inside. That's just something ugly people say.
Right, exactly. But see, that's the thing. Like, you're not, even if you're telling the truth, you know, you're not gonna say it like that. You know what I mean?
I feel like I say it just like that.
You would say that you would tell your kid, you know, if you had a kid, you would tell him.
My kid would be ruined.
Oh, my goodness.
For sure.
Oh,
100%.
this is why she doesn't have a kid right now.
If my dogs could only repeat what I teach them, I'd probably be in jail or a white padded cell.
Yeah. Oh, you probably are heading there already. So it's okay.
I have like both feet in already.
So let's see what else. God. Yeah. So Liar Liar had some really good bits, and I think like each movie had some sort of message to it. Which I think a lot of times these days, movies don't really have that good of a message, you know, like these. Ace Ventura didn't really have that great of a message. Especially Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. Ooh.
It's probably just me and personal shit that I'm going through, but I just don't care about movies these days. They do not fascinate me at
And then
all.
I keep showing her them.
I feel like it's just the same shit, different pile.
I mean, there's that.
I feel like it's all been done. It's all been made. I'm like so desensitized. Like you cannot surprise me anymore. Like it's just done.
So this is why she watches crime dramas every day.
I have to watch real
serial killers.
So talking on that for 1 second, even though I know this is about Jim Carrey, I tried asking him if he could hire like an actual serial killer for one of his movies.
No.
And he said no.
And I said no. That would be a bad idea. I mean, I don't think the killer would actually kill people on set, but...
How do you know?
Sorry, we lost you for a second. Oh my god. How horrible. Hi.
It was an earthquake.
Yeah.
We had an earthquake here in California.
Maybe. Let's bring in the illusion.
It's a time that you lie.
You're not telling, you know, I guess you haven't...
I felt an earthquake. I mean, I don't know about you.
See, I've never wished on a birthday cake and asked for you to always tell the truth, never lie. But that would be interesting. Like for a day, like what people would say, you know.
I speak most of my truth. If I spoke it all, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
No,
So I don't think we should.
probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you speak the truth like normally anyway. You tell people how you feel, you know.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best thing to do. It's not the best policy. It's just how it
Honesty
happens.
is not the best policy. Isn't that like literally a
Honesty
phrase?
is the best policy, but it's how you say it, and I haven't critiqued that craft yet.
But all right, so let's see. I want to bring up a little bit of things with
About the serial killer that you're thinking about hiring for your next movie?
no, but Jim Carrey. Has he ever played a serial killer?
I don't know. What the
I don't
fuck was
think
he in
so.
43? 43.
Number 43.
43.
I don't remember.
I don't even
But that was
remember
like-
I gotta Google what that movie was because I don't even remember.
I remember as a horror movie or something, like a thriller. It's so strange. Like his career has, if you look at his career, it's definitely gone on different little things, like different paths.
Well, that was him trying to like do a serious role, right? And I mean, he did a good job, but
Well, he tried that a few times. Like that movie, I was trying to remember the name. I still haven't.
we keep saying it's 43, it's 23. We don't even know.
Was that the number 23?
Yes.
Damn.
We don't even have the right number.
It had a 3 in it, and it was called The Number.
It had the number 3 in it.
Number 3 somewhere. But yeah, no, I guess it's 23. Number 23. See, people that are watching this that know Jim Carrey are probably like dislike. You know, like I don't know.
I don't give a shit.
These people don't know the fuck Jim Carrey's fucking Jim Carrey.
God forbid we have shit wrong. God forbid we be human. Okay, so
And be on our phones while we're
23 he was obsessed with a novel that he believes was written about him. As his obsession increased, more and more similarities seemed to arise. I think I'm starting to remember some of the movie now. And
Is it because you have a book that's written about you and it's starting to come alive? Like, no.
there's no one possible that could write that book.
I wouldn't write that book. Oh, it's on Prime Video. At least it's to rent. I don't know if it's to actually watch
You
for
really
free.
want to? Oh,
I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch it.
Why?
'Cause,
I never want to. What the fuck are you gonna have me watch tonight?
You stay tuned.
What is it?
You'll see later. It's not a Jim Carrey movie.
Well, obviously. Is it low budget?
No. It's a Hollywood movie. Alright, so, yeah, well, okay, it's got some pretty good... It's got Virginia Madsen
You're
in it.
making me have a stroke on the left side of my face.
Don't do that. Who directed that movie?
Your mom.
My mom. I don't know, maybe. Joel Schumacher. Batman Forever director. I guess they wanted to work together again. Had so much fun as the Riddler.
They wanted to write the number 23 a lot of times.
Yeah, who wrote it?
Hey, man, let's get together and talk about the number 23 for
Was
a
that in the
feature
line?
film.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's Joel Schumacher and Jim Carrey. Alright, well, I guess to wrap it up, because we've been kind of talking for a little bit. So Jim Carrey used to be one of your favorite actors. Do you still, are you still interested in watching him now? And don't mention just because of, like, you know, how you are right now anyway, but, like, you know, even for a while, have you been, like, really that interested in a lot of the stuff he's been doing?
No.
No? So, just his career right now, you kind of lost interest in after a while?
But Jim Carrey, I know, is Liar Liar.
Right. So, you would want to see another movie like Liar Liar?
No, I just want to see Liar Liar a million more times. I don't need anything new.
I'm trying to remember if I had that on Betamax or not. I think I did.
Here's the fucking thing you're talking about again.
Yeah. It's just like VHS. You said you had the
I
VHS.
have this pain in between my eyes once again when you're around.
No more dents, though. In your forehead. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. So I guess we're gonna see Sonic the Hedgehog sometime. So
Maybe next year.
Next year. Shit. I don't want to wait that long.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned next year. We'll be back with another
We'll be back.
talking about it in a year. Talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. No, we might be back with a Sonic the Hedgehog episode at some point this month. I hope. No, this would be the segment to do it on.
I think one of the dogs just threw up.
No, because he'd be eating it. All right. Well then, we're gonna end this right now because this has gone way off the rails. Period. But it's been fun. Actually, I liked it. I'm kind of happy with this. So, thank you guys for checking this out. I hope you guys had fun. I mean, just watching us act silly and not remember anything because we're old and we didn't do any research before we did this. Because we're old. So, thank you guys for checking this out. Do you have any last words? Not like in life, but like for this video.
Yeah. Bye.
There you go. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.